Hello everyone, this is the Board Game Lawyer. Today I'm going to do another Marvel Champions playthrough video, and of course Marvel Champions is a product of Fantasy Flight Games. So today I'm looking forward to playing a Standard 2 matchup against Klaw. Thanks to the new Hood Scenario Pack, we now have a modular set that I think complements Klaw very well. It's called Ransacked Armory, and it adds some additional armored guards and some additional tech attachments to our encounter deck. And of course, the Standard 2 modular sets ups the difficulty slightly. So today I'm going to use Captain America, as you can see here, as our hero. And we're going to use him with KennedyHawk's Decked Halls 2021 Reconstructed deck, which he calls Captain America's Crew. And so that's a leadership deck. Now, of course, these decks are not optimized because Kennedy's trying to use all the cards in the collection by swapping out a limited number from the starters decks, which I think is a very fun concept. So, as always, I make these videos just for fun, so if you see any mistakes I made, or if you see something that I could have done differently or could have done better, I love your comments. You can put them down below. So let's get started with our setup. Of course, our encounter set here is Klaw, and we're going to begin on Klaw 1. He has a scheme of 2. He has an attack of 0, but he has a star next to it, which says that he has a forced interrupt. So when Klaw attacks, we give him 1 additional boost card for this activation. And he begins with 12 hit points, as you can see here on the dial. Now, because we are playing the Standard 2 set, there is a setup card that we use here. It's a standard mode only. It's a permanent setup, and it says that the villain gains steady, which steady means that it requires 2 status cards of the same type to be stunned or confused. So that's going to remain with Klaw for the rest of the game. So we'll put that next to him. And then we also need to take a look at our main scheme. We have the underground distribution, which has a 1A, 2A part to it. The underground distribution says that in the setup, search the encounter deck for the defense network side scheme and reveal it, and shuffle the encounter deck. Advance to stage 1B. So we'll put that here for now. We'll go find our defense network. Now our defense network says that when revealed, place an additional 1 threat here. So it starts with 2 plus 1 is 3 in solo mode. So we'll put the defense network out. Comes into play with 3 threat on it. Underground distribution side 1A is complete, so we'll flip to side 1B, and it reads, when revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded, and put that minion into play engaged with the first player. And of course it starts with 0 threat on it. So we're going to discard cards from the encounter deck. So let's do that now. Looking for that minion. Okay, there's a minion, and it's one of our minions from the Ransacked Armory set. Armored guard. He looks familiar because there are others in the Klaw set. He is a guard, so while this minion is engaged with you, you cannot attack the villain, and he comes into play with toughness on him, so he has a toughness status card. So we'll put the armored guard into play. I believe that's everything that we need to do to get the Klaw set up. So we now take a look at Captain America. Of course, he starts on his alter ego side, which is Steve Rogers. He's a living legend. It says reduce the copy of the first ally played each round by 1. And his setup reads, search your deck and discard pile for the Captain America shield upgrade and add it to your hand, shuffle your deck. So we'll do that after we mulligan our opening hand. So let me just go ahead and, I did shuffle the encounter set. I also shuffled the hero deck. Let me go ahead and just give that a quick shuffle before we draw our opening hand. And Steve Rogers, he begins with 11 hit points. So we'll draw our opening hand size of 6. So we draw a strength card, we draw the Super Soldier Serum, we will draw a Genius card, the Falcon, Avengers Assemble. And our fourth card is Heroic Strike. So a lot of good cards to start our game today. Let's see what I can mulligan. I think I'll keep Falcon around. And I do think we'll go ahead and put out the Super Soldier Serum. I think I'm just going to keep this hand rather than mulligan. Well, no, I'll toss Avengers Assemble. I'll toss Avengers Assemble, and we'll also toss Heroic Strike. See what other cards we can grab into our hand. Hopefully we don't grab our shield. So we have the Quinjet and Captain America's shield. Shouldn't have said anything. So Captain America's shield. So what we'll do first is we're going to spend our strength card to put out the Super Soldier Serum, which says that it is a resource. Exhaust Super Soldier Serum and generate a physical resource. So we'll spend our 2 resources to put our Super Soldier Serum on the table. Since we get that discount for Falcon, we'll want to put him out as well. And I think, though, first we will... Quinjet's good too. But I think we will use the Quinjet to put out Captain America's shield. Does that make sense? And that leaves me with not enough resources to put out Falcon. We might just hang on to Captain America's shield into our next turn, since I just so happened to draw that as part of my mulligan. That made things a little tough. So to put Falcon into play, we're going to spend 1 of the Super Soldier Serum. We'll go ahead and spend 2 Genius and the Quinjet to put the Falcon out for 4. We'll leave Captain America's shield in our hand for now. And Falcon says that he has a response. Adjust the light here. It says, after Falcon enters play, look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. For each treachery looked at this way, remove 1 threat from a scheme. So we're going to look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. So the first one is a treachery. It's Mob Mentality. The next one is a minion. It's an Armored Guard. And then we have another treachery. So we can remove 2 threat from a scheme. And for each treachery, look this way. Okay, so we'll just put those cards right back in order on top of our encounter deck. I don't see where it says to shuffle the encounter deck, so we won't do that right now. But we can remove 2 threat from the defense network, so that'll bring us down to 1. And Captain America's shield is still in our hand. I think we will... He has hit points of 3, the Armored Guard, plus we got to take care of that Toughness card. Do we want to do that right now? We have a scheme of 0 on the Armored Guard, and he doesn't have any attachments right now, so we could just see what happens by leaving Steve Rogers in his alter ego form. And we'll go ahead and draw up our hand size of 6. So we'll draw Maria Hill. We'll also draw Hawkeye. We'll draw Fearless Determination. We'll draw the Power of Leadership. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one more card, the Shield Toss. All right, that's our hand for our next turn. Now we'll begin Klaw's turn. Of course, we put 1 threat on the underground distribution. And since Klaw does have a scheme of 2, so we'll draw our boost card. So 2 plus 2 is 4. So quickly, our threat is rising. So we add 4 more threat to the underground distribution. We'll just swap out that 1 for a 5. Okay. And then we'll draw... I'll go ahead and ready that. And we'll draw our encounter card. Because there's no scheme on the Armored Guard, we're going to draw our encounter card. Another Armored Guard comes into play. He too is a guard, with the same characteristics as our other one. Of course, he's from the Klaw set, so we can see the difference there between the two. So we'll put this guard over here, and we'll bring him into play with a tough card. All right, so we can put out some folks here. We've got Hawkeye, we've got Maria Hill, Fearless Determination, we've got the Power of Leadership. So we could, for a very good discount, put out Maria Hill. So we can exhaust our Super Soldier Serum. And we can use Steve Rogers' ability to reduce the first ally played each round by 1. So that will put Maria Hill out onto the table. And the advantage to Maria Hill is that after Maria Hill enters play, each player draws 1 card. So we're going to draw our Make the Call. So we have Make the Call, Captain America's Shield, we have Hawkeye, Fearless Determination, which reads Captain America gets +1 thwart until the end of the phase, and you can draw a card when you play it. It's a hero action. And the Shield Toss. Deal 4 damage to enemies. Well, then, I tell you what, why don't we do this first then? Why don't we exhaust Falcon to do 2 attack onto one of the armored guards. That'll remove his tough card. And we'll do 1 attack with Maria Hill onto the other armored guard, which will remove his tough card. We'll use our Make the Call to put out Captain America's Shield. And I think now we are ready to flip to Captain America. Let's see. Let's read that Shield Toss again. Discard X cards from your hand, then return Captain America's Shield from play to your hand and deal 4 damage to X enemies. So if I were to... I have a choice of either playing Hawkeye, which I could do, or I could do a Shield Toss and do damage to 4 damage to 3 villains and return that shield to my hand. Why don't we do that? We're going to flip to Captain America's side. We will spend 3 resources, 1, 2, 3, to play the Shield Toss. We're going to return that shield to our hand. All those cards are discarded. Shield comes back to my hand, but we do 4 damage to the armored guard, so he's gone. We do 4 damage to this armored guard, so he's gone. And we do 4 damage to Klaw. So 1, 2, 3, 4 brings him down to 8. And then Captain America. This is tough because I can't remove threat from both with Captain America unless I discard that. So let's discard the shield. I hate to do that, but we'll go ahead and discard that shield. Let's keep it in our hand for now. We're going to remove a threat from the defense network to knock that off. And we'll ready Captain America by discarding our shield. So he comes upright. Exhaust him again. We'll take 2 more threat from the underground distribution. We did attack with Falcon. We attacked with Maria Hill. So we're ready both of them. Ready our resource. Ready Captain America and Falcon. And now we draw up a hand size of 5. So we have the U.S. agent. We draw the shield block. Don't have shield anymore. We have energy. We draw Black Panther and Heroic Strike. So those are our 5 cards going into our next turn. Let's see if we have any. Yeah, we could do some damage with the Heroic Strike. Let's see what Klaw can do to us this time around. So we put 1 threat on the main scheme. So it's back up to 4. Klaw gets 2 boost cards. So we have 1 and 2. We'll just go ahead and let Captain America take the damage. We lost our retaliate because we threw away our shield. But we draw 1, which says give the villain 1 additional boost card for this activation. So here's another boost card for Klaw. Now he's up to 3. If this activation deals damage to you, exhaust your hero. Well, we know it's going to do damage because so far we have 1. And then our third boost card reads 2. So it has 2 and 3. So the sonic boom goes off, and Captain America is exhausted. And he gets 3 damage done to him. So 1, 2, 3. He's down to 8. And then in comes the encounter card, and it reads Sound Manipulation. When revealed, Klaw heals 4 damage. If no damage was healed this way, this card gains Surge. Well, we're not in alter ego form, but the second part of that text says, when revealed, take 2 damage. Klaw heals 2 damage. So that's the hero effect of that card. So Klaw's going to go back up to 10. And Cap gets knocked down to 6. All right. So in our hand we have the U.S. agent. We have a shield block, which is probably going to be a resource. We got energy, Black Panther, and Heroic Strike. So I know that we're probably going to have to flip over on this turn. So why don't we start off by, with Falcon, removing 2 threat from the main scheme. With Maria Hill, we'll remove 2 more threat from the main scheme. That will cause her to go away, but it removes all the threat from that main scheme. And then we have U.S. Agent, Black Panther, Heroic Strike. Deal 6 damage to an enemy. If you paid for this card using a mental resource, stun that enemy. Okay. We do have our Super Soldier Serum, so we could do 6 damage before we flip. But it's going to cost us 3 resources to do that. But if we flip over to Steve Rogers' side, we will be able to put the U.S. agent out by discarding these 2 cards and getting the discount for Steve Rogers. So why don't we do that? We'll do a Heroic Strike. We're going to deal 6 damage to Klaw. So we're going to spend 2 energy resources and the Super Soldier Serum, which has the physical resource that we need. So we're going to do 6 damage to Klaw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he does get a stun card, but we're going to put the stun card on the Formidable Foe right now, because it's going to take 2 of these in order for him to be stunned. So we'll put that on Formidable Foe. And we will flip to our Steve Rogers side, and we'll use his discount to put U.S. Agent out, spending these 2 resources, Black Panther and Shield Block. So when U.S. Agent comes onto the table, he has hit points of 5 and retaliate, but he has 1 thwart and 1 attack. So we'll go ahead and just do 1 attack to knock Klaw down to 1, or knock him down 1 to 3. And that will end Steve Rogers' turn. So we'll ready our posse. And then we'll draw our 6 cards. So we've got Shield Toss, We've got the power of leadership. We have teamwork, shield block, rapid response, and Avengers Assemble. Okay, not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cards. We'll set our hand down here for now, and Klaw's going to take his turn. So, just as before, he's going to put 1 threat on the underground distribution. Klaw's going to scheme, so we draw our boost card for that. He's going to scheme for 2 plus 2 is 4. So, we're back up to 5 on that main scheme. And then we draw our encounter card, which reads, attached to the minion with the most remaining hit points. If you cannot, this card gains Surge. Force interrupt. When attached minion would do any damage from attack. Okay, so all it does in this case, since there is no minion on the table, is it's going to gain Surge. And that surges us right into another armored guard who comes into play with a tough card. All right, so that's going to begin Steve Rogers' turn. He has teamwork. When you use your basic thwart power or basic attack power, exhaust an ally you control and add that ally's matching power to your hero's power for this use. Good card. We also have rapid response. After an ally you control is defeated, discard rapid response and put that ally into play from your discard pile and deal 1 damage to it. Okay. That's also a good one. We have Avengers Assemble, max 1 per round. Ready each Avengers character you control until the end of the phase. Each Avengers character in play gets +1 thwart and +1 attack. Another good card. I do have some Avengers on the table. I don't have anything to discount right away. And we have a guard out here, so that's going to make things a little tough. But I think we'll begin by using the U.S. agent to knock that tough card off of the armored guard. So that tough card goes away. And then, let's see. So I could, at this point, play rapid response onto the table. I think I will. We'll put rapid response out. After an ally you control is defeated, discard rapid response and put that ally into play from the discard pile into your hand. Yep, we'll do that. So we'll put rapid response on the table, and we will. So we have Avengers Assemble. We can use that. Ready each Avengers character you control. Teamwork. When you use your basic thwart or basic attack, exhaust an ally you control and add its matching power. Okay. I think what we'll do is we will begin by flipping Steve Rogers over to Captain America. And Captain America, I could use teamwork, but then I won't be able to use my Avengers Assemble card. So how about we do this? We're going to exhaust Falcon to do 2 damage to the armored guard. We got to take care of him first. So that's going to happen. So Falcon ends up being discarded because of that, but we do have the rapid response card, which again reads, after an ally you control is defeated, discard rapid response, put that ally into play from your discard pile, and deal 1 damage to it. So Falcon's going to come back out onto the table with 1 damage on him. Then I think we will do 2 more damage with Falcon. Oh, I I did have an ability. It says after Falcon enters play, look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. For each treachery looked at this way, remove 1 threat from a scheme. That could be helpful. So here's a weapons runner. We have a minion. So we have a minion, attachment, and another minion. So that's not going to do us any good today. So we tried. So U.S. agent's still over here. He's already been used this turn. So Falcon is going to exhaust. We're going to exhaust Falcon. So just go ahead and do the damage to the armored guard there. Armored guard is gone. And then Captain America is going to remove 2 threat. From the underground distribution. So that'll put 3 back on there. And now we'll play Avengers Assemble, which says ready each Avengers character you control until the end of the phase. Each Avengers character in play gets +1 thwart and +1 attack. So we'll exhaust the Super Soldier Serum, and we'll pay 3 resources to do the Avengers Assemble. So we'll bring Captain America, U.S. Agent, and Falcon back upright again. So now Captain America is going to be 2. +1 is 3 attack. So with that, we can exhaust Captain America and knock Klaw all the way down to 0. So that knocks out stage 1 of Klaw. That goes over here out of play. Stage 2 says, when revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Immortal Klaw, reveal it, and shuffle the encounter deck. So let's look and see if our Immortal Klaw is over here first in our encounter deck. Yep, there he is. So that comes out onto the table. That reads, Klaw gets +10 hit points. When this scheme is defeated, Klaw loses these hit points. And then this version of Klaw comes into play with 18 hit points. So by bringing Immortal Klaw into the game, that puts Klaw up to 28 hit points. So we'll go ahead and set him now while we're thinking about it. He's back up to 28. 28. We place 3 threat on the Immortal Klaw, which will not last long because Falcon is +1 thwart. So we will do, oops, that should have been a 3, not a 5. So we'll remove 3 threat from the Immortal Klaw. So that card's discarded. And so Klaw goes down to 18. We have U.S. Agent. We could either do 2 damage to Klaw or we could remove 2 threat from the underground distribution. I think that, and then since we use Falcon, we add 1 more there. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to use his 2 thwart to get rid of 2 threat from the underground distribution. Puts U.S. Agent up to 3 damage. So we'll ready Falcon, we'll ready U.S. Agent, we'll ready Captain America, we'll ready the Super Soldier Serum. We're going to end Captain America's turn by drawing up 5 cards. So we got the Heroic Strike. We've got a Rapid Response. We've got Steve's Apartment. We draw Teamwork, and we draw Agent 13. So that's our hand going into our next round. Now we will put 1 threat on the underground distribution. Klaw is going to attack. Will we block? Let's see. Captain America, he does 1 attack +2 boost. If we take 6 damage and we don't block it with Captain America, the game will be over for us. I don't know that we want to take that chance right now. We may have to lose one of our characters over here. And I think it's going to be Falcon. I think we'll block with Falcon. We'll draw 2 cards as a boost. So our first one is if this activation deals damage to you, exhaust your hero. That is Sonic Boom. So it's not going to damage me unless this one does. It says Klaw attacks you. Oh, no, this is a... I'm sorry, we're looking at the boost. So it's 1 plus 1 is 2, so Falcon is removed from the board. Falcon goes to the discard pile. He did his job. And now for our encounter card, it's another armored guard. See, we got a lot of armored guards in here. Klaw brought a lot of friends to this game with him today. So we have the armored guard on the table. That's going to end my turn, or his turn, and begin mine. So we have the heroic strike, and we have Agent 13, teamwork. When you use your basic thwart or attack, exhaust an ally you control, Steve's apartment, rapid response, and heroic strike. Well, we can do 6 damage with heroic strike, and we will be able to stun Klaw, so I definitely want to use that this round. Let's see what else we can do in the meantime. So U.S. Agent is going to exhaust to do 1 damage to the armored guard. Let's see, deal 6 damage to an enemy if you paid for this. Yeah, right now with Captain America, I'll have to discard something in order to, and we can also bring Agent 13 into the game as well. I think for this round though, we do want to get rid of the armored guard, so we'll exhaust Captain America to do 1 damage to, or 2 damage to the armored guard. We'll ready him using teamwork, and then Captain America will do 2 more damage to the armored guard. We have to do that before we can do any damage to Klaw, since these guys are protecting him. And then we'll use our heroic strike. So we'll, let's see, rapid response, heroic strike, and Agent 13, Steve's apartment. Oh boy. Don't know if I want to flip because he'll actually probably threat out. So we're just going to go ahead and deal 6 damage to the enemy, and we're going to use 1 mental resource, which will be this one right here, our super soldier serum, and we'll use, let's hang on to rapid response. Let's see what happens if we hang on to rapid response. We'll use Agent 13 and Steve's apartment to do 6 damage to Klaw. So that puts him down to 12. And it does stun him now because we put our second stun card onto Klaw, so he won't attack us this round. We're going to hang on to rapid response, or are we going to discard it? After an ally you control is defeated. Let's see how many cards we have left in our deck before we decide. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we won't drop our hand this turn. So I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and discard rapid response to end my turn. That will ready our super serum, the U.S. Agent, Captain America. Klaw is stunned. 1/2 threat on the underground distribution. We'll begin Klaw's turn by putting 1 threat on the underground distribution. Klaw is going to attack, but he's not because he has 2 stun cards on him. So we'll remove those. And so we'll draw our encounter card, which is Solid Sound Body. Attached to Klaw. Klaw gains Retaliate. After this character is attacked, deal 1 damage to the attacking character. I can spend 3 resources to discard this card. You know, at the end of our turn, we were talking about drawing up my hand, and I forgot to do that. So let's go ahead and do that now. We probably are showing ourselves by forgetting important things like that. But there's our 5 cards. Captain America's helmet, the Quinjet, another Quinjet, Wonder Man, and Teamwork. All right. So, Solid Sound Body. Sorry to interrupt that action, guys, but I forgot to drop my hand last turn. Has anybody ever done that before? I have a few times. So we can remove this. He gains Retaliate. think we'll begin our turn by putting Wonder Man out. We'll spend our Super Soldier Serum. We'll put Wonder Man out. Spending one resource to do that. And then for our Quinjet, we'll use our other resource to put Wonder Man out. Should we put Captain America's helmet on him? He's down to 6. That would allow us to take another attack. When Captain America would be defeated, set his hit point dial to 1 instead, then discard this card. Let's go ahead and put his lid on with the other Quinjet. And then we'll use Teamwork. It says when you use your basic thwart or basic attack power, exhaust an ally you control and add that ally's matching power to your hero's power for this use. So we are going to exhaust Wonder Man to add 3 attack to Captain America. So that'll drop Captain America. Or that'll add 3 to 2, so that's going to drop Klaw, doing 5 damage down to 7. Okay. And we have a retaliate, so Captain America is going to take a damage for doing that. So we'll ready Wonder Man. We're going to ready Captain America. We'll ready the Super Soldier Serum. And we'll drop our hand size of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. That's going to cause us to be dealt an encounter card. So we have Goliath, Fearless Determination, Make the Call. So we do deal ourselves 1 encounter card because of decking ourselves. And we'll go ahead and shuffle our deck. And Klaw begins his next turn. So Klaw is going to put 1 threat on the underground distribution. He's going to attack, and I think I'm just going to let it happen that he's going to attack Captain America. We'll draw 2 cards for the boost. There's 2 and 2 plus 1 is 5. So normally that would do all the damage needed to defeat Captain America, but because he's got his hat on, he's going to be reduced to 1 instead. So we'll put Captain America down to 1. And then we have 2 encounter cards we just need to get past. So our first encounter card, we're going to deal ourselves a second encounter card. Our first encounter card reads, Weapons Runner, Surge. After this card is revealed, reveal 1 additional encounter card. So Weapons Runner comes into play. We're going to reveal another encounter card, which is a Surge. When revealed, hero, the villain attacks you. The attack gains overkill. Ooh. That could be really, really bad. The villain attacks you. That attack gains overkill. And I get a Surge card with it. So, ooh, that changes things a lot. We're going to block for sure with Wonder Man. We draw 2 plus 1. There's going to be overkill involved. So let's see what we get. We get our first card is 1. And put Weapons Runner into play engaged with you. Ooh. So we do 1, 2 damage to Wonder Man. So oddly enough, that leaves Wonder Man onto the table. Because we didn't do any damage to him on our turn. No consequential damage. We still have 2 of these to deal with, though. Let's see what we got. Man out of time. You may flip to alter ego form. Choose exhaust Steve Rogers and remove man out of time from the game. Or discard half your hand, round down. Discard this obligation. Let's see what I got in my hand. I've got the rapid response. I've got Goliath, fearless determination, and make the call. I think what we're going to do is we're going to flip over to our Steve Rogers side, and we're going to remove man out of time from the game. Then our last card, hopefully, is Overwhelming Force. When revealed, Oh, and I'm going to need to exhaust Steve Rogers there. Let's do that. Overwhelming Force. When revealed, discard the highest cost upgrade or support you control. If no card was discarded this way, this card gains Surge. The only thing we have is Super Soldier Serum. So we're going to discard Super Soldier Serum. It's gone. And all of our encounter cards are taken care of. So we still have our hand intact. We have Wonder Man, who's exhausted. We have U.S. Agent left in the game. Steve Rogers is exhausted, but he is on the Steve Rogers side. So that'll give us a discount to get rid of a card. So we do have Make the Call. We have Goliath. Goliath gets +4 attack until the end of the phase. At the end of the phase, discard Goliath. So if we were able to put Goliath on the table, which I think we will, I'll put him up to 5 attack. So -1 for Steve. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll put Goliath out for 3 resources, plus the 1 for Steve Rogers. Goliath is going to get +4 attack until the end of the phase. So Goliath is going to exhaust to do 5 damage to Klaw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down to 2. We'll flip Steve Rogers over to the Captain America side. And his text says, I can do this all day. Discard 1 card from your hand and ready Captain America, limit once per round. So we're going to discard Make the Call to ready Captain America. Captain America is going to attack Klaw, which is going to reduce Klaw all the way down to 0. So Captain America has defeated the Klaw. So that was a pretty fun game, I thought. Hopefully I did everything correctly. I brought weapons runners out onto the table, and Goliath does his thing. Captain America finishes things off. And that retaliate, that would have been tough. But Captain America did his final damage there. Pretty sure I did everything correctly, but if anybody saw anything that I did not do correctly, please let me know. Otherwise, I had a blast playing this game today, and I'd like to thank KennedyHawk and the Marvel Champions Monthly podcast crew, because these guys do a lot of work for the community, and Kennedy built this deck. So thank you guys. For those watching, if you'd like to contact me, you can shoot me an email at boardgamelawyer@gmail.com. I would like to thank everyone for watching today, and I hope to be able to bring you another video again very soon. Thanks again, folks.